Greetings, Retro Zoltan here. It's time. I've waited for months and it's finally here in my hands. The Zelda Game & Watch for 2021. For those that are new to the Nintendo Game & Watch series, you're probably not understanding why this is a big deal. Nintendo made these small LCD games back in the 80s, and once the Game Boy came out, they stopped making them until 2020. I'm not sure why entirely they brought them back, but I'm guessing Nintendo was nostalgic for the Game & Watch, as many collectors are out there today. So here it is, the Zelda Game & Watch 2021, not to be confused with the 1989 version that in all fairness I'm still looking to add to my own collection. As promised at the 2021 E3 Nintendo Direct event, Legend of Zelda Game & Watch comes with NES versions of Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, and the original Game Boy version of Legend of Zelda, Lynx Awakening, as well as the new Zelda-themed variant of Vermin. True talk, for those that watched my original video getting all excited about this thing, I pulled the biggest mistake ever by calling Link Zelda. I earned every thumbs down for that one, and I'll own it. But never again.
Good!
So let's do a full unboxing of this and see if we can find any surprises. Special thanks to Bruce for pretty much sponsoring this entire video, complete with a giveaway for those that don't want to wait in line for this thing. So here it is, the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. Just picked it up today. I'm very excited about it. I actually got two because I'm giving one away. So if you'd like to have one for free, I'm having a little giveaway. So here it is. Brand new. Reminds me of the same feeling that I had last time that I got one of these last year. So it's the same thing they did. They showed like the old game with the cover art that shows Zelda. A little bit more interesting than the last. I knew they were going to do this. They made the case a little bit more interesting. They actually gave it a little kickstand so you can display it. So you can pop it in. It's a nice feature to have. And you can kind of display it. Of course I didn't do it right. I didn't follow directions. So now that I finally figured it out. So the display has a kickstand. The older versions of the Game & Watch actually had a kickstand in some of them. This is kind of like just another way to... I kind of like the display. It's not too bad. So another way you can do this, and a lot of people do this for the Game & Watch, is they have these little stands. And my friend Bruce gave me this, but I believe you can get these on Etsy. But if I find a link on where to get these, I will be more than happy to provide it. It's very interesting. I don't know what this is about. What is this? Oh, look at that. Little charging cable hidden in here. You have the Game & Watch user guide. Really not much you really need to know other than just how to turn it on. I like how they have the little symbol back there. Little Triforce. Nothing really different here than the last one. You have the D-pad, all your buttons here. The buttons are rubber, which I like for the Game & Watch. D-pad seems pretty solid. It's nice. Feels good. Let's turn it on. Let's see what we got. All right, so it's telling me to push the time button. Okay, here we go. Set the time. So we'll just do that. Let's go to the games. Let's start with Legend of Zelda. Looks great. So here we go. Looks pretty good. I played the hell out of this game when I was a kid. I still play this one. I still go back to this one. I've played it on many systems. It's cool to play it on a Game & Watch. It blows my mind. Feels a little weird. Gotta be honest with you, it's a little weird to play with the rubber buttons. You're so used to, if you've played this game as much as I have, it feels strange playing with rubber buttons. It's just, I can't explain it. I guess you're just used to something different. It still plays fine. It controls great. It sounds great. It looks wonderful. I love it. It's Funny, I barely remember what to do. Just look around and try not to get killed. You've played this game before. If you haven't, it's where it all started, really. I mean, you can't. I remember the advertising for this was absolutely bonkers.
System. Zelda! After rocks! Which way you go?
But it's one of the best games ever. It started everything, really. I mean, who doesn't like Zelda? Honestly. Anyway, so let's move on to another. Now, I believe if you just push game, you can go to another thing. But I want to try something. I want to see if it saved my game. Yep. Exactly what I was hoping for. So it does save your game when you leave and come back. Adventures of Link, a lot of people did not like this game. I love this one as well. This one was great. And I remember if you stay on the main path, you're good. But if you get off the path, the monsters come out and get you. It was an interesting way to, kind of show you're going to get randomly hit, And this one to kind of give you a little bit of a sporting chance to get away. There they go. I want to get in a fight. So I like this game a lot. It was fun. It's still fun. I look forward to playing these a lot. All over again. Especially this one. This one was super challenging, and I just remember there was a lot of spells, and I remember I needed a lot of help. I remember going on the Nintendo Power and looking how to do certain things. So a lot of stuff in this game. Potions, invisibility, all kinds of things. Now, this is the interesting one to me, and people have asked me about this one, is the Lynx Awakening, why did they do the original version, and why, is it really the DX version? This is black and white. From what I understand, the original does not have a cloud around the egg. So because of that, it's most likely the original version, but probably with the fixes in it. So that's that. It's the original version. It's not in color. This game was the best. And if you haven't played this one, I recommend it highly. They do have it on the Nintendo Switch remade, and it looks awesome. But I'll always go for the older style. This is just great. Oh, there we go. There, this dude's going to give me my... And I remember my sword is down by the beach. So let's just go get that real quick. This game was great. I really, if you've never played it, play it. It's great. This D-pad's just a little small for me. I don't think anyone else is going to have the problem. It's not even really a problem. I just wish it was a little bit bigger, but, I mean, you can't. There's nothing you can really do about it. Oh, man. I just want my sword. Oh. Yes. That owl helps you out through the whole game. Awesome. No complaints here. Very fun. Graphics look good, even though it's black and white. I'm assuming, yeah, all the menu stuff's good. The map, all that. Original. Well, that's cool that you can do that. I guess I would like the original. The original's better. And Vermin. So you just have to be ready. You don't push the button to hit them. Which I think those are Octorocks. You just have to be where you need to be. Man, this is tough real quick. So this is fun for a quick game. No complaints here. It's not, this is very reminiscent of the earlier Game & Watches where it's just you're juggling a ball or putting out a fire or something like that. They're pretty cool. So the timer is interesting. So I've been reading about the timer. So if you have like you have some, like a Hot Pocket in the microwave, you're cooking and you're bored, you can set the timer and you can just play this game until they make you like a little mini game until your time's up. See if you can survive the 2 minutes. Man, the enemies are getting worse. All these guys. These guys are tough. They're tough. Oh, I'm gonna die. Maybe if you lose, you don't get your Hot Pocket. I don't know. Oh, man. So I failed. It's gonna let me play some more. But I really failed, so I don't get the Hot Pockets, I guess. Oh, God. I suck. Alright, so Pizza Pocket's ready. Yay! Let's go to the time. This is where you just kind of let it sit on your desk. You let it do its thing. And it'll just play itself. I read that at certain times there'll be special things. Like once it reaches 222, it will show, show something special. Like a fairy will come out and heal Link. Or something like that. And there'll be different phases, that sort of thing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you just want to jump in and start playing, it'll let you, which is kind of neat. If you just can't take it. But you obviously can't play the full game. You're just you just want to pick it up and start beating on stuff. There's no sound because it's doing the clock thing. And I'm sure, yeah, so, and it also has auto sleep. If you really like your clock, but you don't want it on all night, you can just auto turn it off. So it's just fun to watch, I think. And it's cool because you stop playing, second you stop playing, it's like, okay, fine, I'll play. So it's just playing on its own right now. So I'm going to let it go to 222 and see what happens. I'm assuming it's going to be something cool. It does this for like a lot of certain times of the day. So like 1:11, 2:22, 3:33 will change, and there are multiple rooms. Sometimes I think it's depending on what time of day it is. You'll be outside or you'll be in a dungeon. So if you just let this thing go all day, he's just constantly busy, constantly doing stuff, and that's fun to watch. It's kind of cool. So there we go, 222, and he found 3 fairies, which is pretty cool. And that's it. Back to business, and that's it, really. As a huge fan of the Nintendo Game & Watch and the Zelda series, I have to be honest. This decision to repurpose Vermin feels odd. They lost a huge opportunity here to add the 1989 version of the Zelda Game & Watch to the new Game & Watch. Overall, this thing is amazing, and I'm so happy to have one in my collection. It makes me wonder if they'll do it again next year for 2022, because I'm definitely down for it. And I hope you are too, if my predictions mean anything. If they do, I'm guessing it would be Donkey Kong related, but we'll just have to wait and see. Or maybe, just maybe, we could get something for Metroid. Anyways, that's all I have to say about the Nintendo Legend of Zelda Game & Watch 2021. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, happy gaming, and I'll see you next time.
Ha 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 ha!